Alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back for more Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers. In the last episode, we finished up with the that whole cold storage area, and we got Zoma Zed, who we named Jimenez because Strange Journey is a good video game. And in this episode, we're heading to the Astro Museum. Deal with Carol J after everything he put us through last time. Now, the Astro Museum is actually where I just stopped playing in my test file, because this is where things start getting a little more, a little less, like, simple. A little more BS and whatnot. Not like BS, just not as piss-easy as the first areas.
I didn't see anything. I'm not telling
That's
anyone.
fair.
So don't hurt me.
Hey kid, what are you scared for? Missa won't do anything to you.
Aww.
Really? It's okay? I was in the planetarium when this man with the guitar came and
That
yelled at
asshole.
me. He was super scared.
We'll kick his butt, don't worry.
He said something about having a concert and getting ready to rock. Then he told me to get the hell out. So I ran over here.
Looks like we found our man. So he's at the planetarium.
Great, you scarred the kid from science and rock music forever, Carol J.
Everything will be okay.
Okay. Thank you.
That bastard. We're gonna have to, teach him a good old lesson now, aren't we?
Welcome to the Astro Museum. We have a special opening exhibit on this floor, the acoustic
Really?
constellation. If you walk near a sculpture of a constellation, you can hear a description of that constellation.
Dude. Now, this whole Astro Museum area is really short. There's just one puzzle that pretty much requires you to, Anyway, right here. I turned off the auto advance so I could give myself a little more time to talk with the post stuff. That would have saved me a little bit of heartbreak earlier, but you know how it is. Anyway, there's only one real puzzle here, and if you're good at constellations, it'll be super simple. If not, you should write down all the info you get from reading constellation stuff later. But for now, let's deal with Quicksilver and Obarion here. You tried and failed to run, and you took an electricity bolt to the face. All things considered, she took it pretty well. Now, I always feel like Quicksilver is resistant to electricity, but I think in SMT4 Apocalypse, they're weak to it. Of course, I've been playing a lot of SMT4 Apocalypse, and let me tell you, I'm gonna give it a glowing recommendation before I get, yeah, because like I said, it's pretty simple here, but SMT4 Apocalypse is so good that if you didn't like SMT4, you're gonna love Apocalypse. And if you liked SMT4, it's gonna be difficult to go back. In fact, if I ever... Well, of course I'm gonna get to LP in it eventually. I love it so much. I don't even know if I'm gonna do 4 first, because I just love Apocalypse too much. And how can he slap us from all the way over there? You're just sitting there like, ah, pulse, 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 pulse. And then you hit me like I've got the problem. Now, peace out, Obarion. Of course, this at least forced me to confront my fear of hitting Quicksilvers with Zeo. Which is good, because I feel like that's something we as a species need to learn to get past. We got jumped! And there's Brute Osmies and Flight Harpies here. I like spring. You want 1,000 yen? Got us out of a fight at least. Yeah, we get an engagement ring. It looks like we are proposing to Hitomi. Plus it just gives her some defense and evasion, so why not? Can't really beat that. And there's another piece of treasure here, and we get the samurai armor. Which I believe we shall shove directly on a Sea Flame. Ooh, that's a real big buff. Plus it gets rid of that pesky fire weakness, and I believe the boss here uses fire as well, so I'd recommend it. Yeah, don't be afraid to pop Diaz here on the reg. Because the enemies here are going to stop messing around. Especially like if you're constantly going back and forth to remember constellation stuff. Oh jeez, Nemissa, are you okay? Varian took that Bufu like a champ, jeez. Fortunately, the good old enemies are like... You ever play like Golden Sun and like you try to run away from an enemy and it's like, but the enemy blocked the way. And then the enemy immediately tries to escape and it's like, you blocked the way. It's like, what did we gain here? What did we gain here, enemy? Anyway. We got the Medea spell there, which is going to make our lives significantly easier, so... We don't have to worry about just popping Diaz when we can pop Medea and heal the whole squad. Getting into this early on is a blessing and a half, too. Like, I know in like some SMT games it takes like a while to get like a party-wide healing spell. Like, I think I was like... If not at double-digit hours, I was close to double-digit hours before I found a healing spell in Apocalypse. But here... Pretty early on. I don't remember if Nemissa gets it faster on the Zeo path or not, because there are some spells,
Plan on summoning
well.
Cockabell? That would not be good.
Yeah, the dude's name is Cock in it. I'm about to have a penis in my video game.
Turn out the way he's expecting it.
Yeah, Carol J, you're not good enough for that. Sounds like an angel.
What are you doing here? Get out of here before you get devoured by a demon.
But I have my own demons, you lumpy space princess.
Hello. What?
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there are some spells that, depending on whether you're on the Zeo, Bufu, or Aji paths, you'll get certain spells earlier than others. Like with the Aji path, you're obviously getting fire spells, but you also get Hama spells, which the other paths don't get. And here's like all the info for constellations and whatnot. What a fun little noise. Yeah. The Bufu path gets, you know, obviously ice and death spells, Mudo. And I don't believe the Zeo path gets any electricity, or, wow, what? She gets electricity spells, obviously, but not like insta-kill spells, but like gets certain spells faster. And it's the only Nemissa path that gets Megadola instead of just Megiddo. And Megiddo is wicked nice in this game, so having Megadola is going to be amazing. Ice Breath, child's play. Feral Bites, less child's play, but ultimately, still child's play. Oh, nice. Always good to buff up here, because the boss kind of doesn't mess around. Plus, it's just good to have general survivability in any RPG. Avi. Doot. God, I wasn't looking at... If I was just looking at the top screen, I would have thrown up there. My god. Not really good with first-person games. Like, it's spring break for me, so my friends have been coming over a lot. We've been playing Modern Warfare 2 because it's the only Call of Duty. It's the only shooter game I ever really enjoyed. And, sometimes during the heat of action, get a little nosh. First person does not do me any favors. Yeah, not a fan. But thankfully with like games like this, I can just stare at the bottom screen and essentially get like the same work done. Come on, Vadiana, don't be mean to me. Oh, jeez. He wrapped it around me like a weird snake. Oh. Don't worry, it's her fault. Let's be friends. Oh, sweet. I love when negotiation works out easily. No items, no super strong work, just good old-fashioned. You like what I said? Cool. You're on the squad now. It's always dope when it works. Like in any SMT, really. Strange Journey, especially, because I felt like every negotiation there was going to give me a game over. It's kind of the same here, but death feels so much less is a little superfluous as far as word count goes. Nothing! Death feels less meaningful here, especially when we get the app that lets us save everywhere. Because at that point, it's sort of like, you just grow used to it. It's like, oh cool, I got Mudo'd to the face again. Rad, I can't wait to go back the 4 steps I was. But hey, you know how it is with a classic SMT. SMT's nuts! Ooh, oh nice. Maybe we can get one of them to join our squad, or we could just kill them. Of course, you know, it's, when did I record this one? I recorded this one almost a month ago. But I'm starting to, wear out my backlog now, so, eventually I'm gonna have to start getting things fresher. It's spring break, and this room doesn't have as much of an echo because I have so much crap adorning my walls. Unlike the apartment, where, you know, it's very barren. And it's not because I don't want anything there, it's just that, I don't know, just nothing I really can put there. I can't tape anything, I can't, you know, push pin anything, unlike here. So it's like, what do I do? The only wall art I have is I made a big old post-it note sculpture. It's not really sculpture. Post-it note pixel arts of the Black Mage from Final Fantasy 1. Of course, whenever I do pixel art, that's my immediate go-to. So let's go to our healing space. And just shove everyone in there. Screw it. We're not taking enough steps to really make our magnetite really drain, and yen isn't really an issue in this game, so... At least I don't remember a time where I've ever had to worry about yen. At this point I would kill for, like, Mazio. Or if Jimenez had Mabufu. Or if anyone just had a AoE attack. Just good to wipe out and... Oh, jeez, Jimenez, you okay? I don't know why I have Jimenez in the... Well, no, Jimenez has no reason to not be in the back. He just has Bufu and Rakukaja. That's all he needs. Yeah, see, we're fine. Plus, we leveled up. No, I don't really know what the best way to buff my characters is, so I just go with what feels right.
To coincide with our new exhibit on the Zodiac, we are holding a star quiz.
Really?
There are 5 questions that you have 10 seconds to answer.
Hot diggity damn.
If you can answer all 5 questions correctly, you will be allowed to enter the planetarium absolutely free.
You mean it?
Would you like to try the quiz?
Goddamn right I would.
Then let's begin. Are you ready?
Yeah! Yeah, how many sides are in the Zodiac? 12, der. Even I could guess that one. Or know that one.
Correct.
No, I didn't have these written down. I was just staring at a guide.
Correct. Correct.
Because, like I said, this is the part where I just stopped playing in my test file.
Congratulations.
So everything
You have answered all 5 questions correctly.
right after this, I have no idea.
Is now open. Please enjoy your visit.
I have an idea, just not a fresh idea. But even then, my test file, I only played it back in, it was 2015, so I don't even remember much. I couldn't even call it a test file. Anyway, fill up your entire squad right here, because we got a boss fight coming, and you're gonna want everyone you can. and make sure everyone's nice and safe. Okay, there are 2 items coming up right here that... Is it right here that I missed them? Yeah, there. I believe it's a chakra pot and a strength incense that I missed, so don't leave those behind.
Oh, there's that loudmouth.
Yeah, let's kick his butt.
Hey, it's Carol J. You saved me the trouble of having to go find you myself.
What were you gonna do?
I'm the laughing stock of the Phantom Society thanks to you. Even old man Finnegan's making fun of me.
You never really seemed like the tough guy anyway.
Perfect. Once I've killed you guys, I'll be back on top of the charts.
Were you a major player in the Phantom Society?
Rockin' demon. And then I'm gonna shred licks till your face is melt.
He reminds me of Akira from Part 4 of JoJo.
Wahoo! Yeah! Can you hear it? The beat of my soul. Now, stars, you're just a bunch of crap, but you still have power. Call upon your master. Come on now, oh great angel Cockabell, I summon you!
I feel like some of the voice work needs a little direction here. Like, go nuts, you're Carol Jack.
Hey, yo! Cockabell, get your ass here!
That's better. Hey, Cockabell, is that you?
Cockabell? Is that you?
Nope. Didn't mean to steal your line, Carol. You sound like a cow. Carol J has the body if you need a volunteer.
What the hell? I summoned Cockabell. What? Hey, what are you doing?
You gonna be okay? Oh, there goes Carol J. Oh, but now he has a cool little hair tentacle.
If a loser gets possessed by the demon he summons.
Don't talk shit about Itomi Namisa.
I sense a strong soul. I want.
Well, if you're good, maybe you'll get it for Christmas.
Huh? You want some? Come on then, I'll kick your ass.
Alright, now time for our fight against Cyber Muis. I believe he's Cyber. Is this whole thing Cyber? Forget exactly what he is. Anyway. Muis doesn't really fuck around. Like, this boss is, like, your definite, like... Gargan Zero was, you know, like, cool, now you can actually die. This is the first boss that will legitimately kill you if you aren't prepared. Oh, and he dodged. Holy crap. So get your buffs up immediately. If you're fresh to SMT and this is your first, buffs are your lifeblood. Don't ignore them, and always have a buffer or two. I should have popped a Media, but I guess you kind of got to go all in. Oh. Thought Namisa was going to die there, but no, it was just our good friend Jimenez, wasn't it? Anyway, if your MC dies, that's it, so make sure he's always safe. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do now because he wanted to hop up all nice and daisy fresh, but fuck it. Now we can use our sword. But Yannick, yo, you wanna I'm gonna try just a shade harder. Yeah, guard up with your MC if need be, because... Especially if he's not, like, doing all that much damage, considering. Just let him be a meat shield. Plus, this isn't just like before, where we can just, like, shove Zeos into people and, like, have their HP immediately go into the yellow. Battles are still lightning quick, but, Not that quick. I feel like more RPGs need this kind of speed. We're kind of like a Suikoden. Like everyone will kind of attack at once, but this doesn't really work in this situation. Yo, Ippon Totaro, you wanna have like a talk with me about like the whole contrarian thing you've got going on? Not a fan. You dumb bastard. Ooh, Bacteria 1 can obviously poison you, given that Ippon Totaro is poisoned. Bastard. Anyway, that's Cockabell. Not Cockabell, goddammit, that was Mewis. Let's buff our strength, and we leveled up twice here, so intelligence and agility. Hey, hit the gym, man. High protein diet, you'll be right as rain soon enough. Just gotta keep at it.
Like that woman.
Hey, this apartment already has a tenant.
Huh? What do you mean?
At least Carol's fine. Or maybe he's dead, but...
Hey, this body's mine. Are you listening? Ah!
She gonna be okay? Oh my god, she's gone.
I'm done. My flames burned out, man.
Damn, was that too much for you?
You beat me, buddy. I've never met a summoner as rocking as you. Guess it's time I retire.
You lost 2 fights, bro. And you're just gonna give up your whole job?
I think that demon maybe possessed your girl.
Yeah, no shit, buddy. Maybe it's better that you retire. The Phantom Society doesn't need you guys.
Sorry, man. Look, you can have this. I'm not gonna need it anymore.
Get the backup or software.
For change on the street.
I think that's the one where we can save anywhere. Which is an absolute godsend.
Oh, hello. It's me, Hitomi.
Oh, hey, you're fine.
You won't believe where I am right now.
Where you be?
Jeez, don't do that.
Yo, at Walmart. Pick me up some
Hello?
sparkling water.
It's me, Namissa. This is that Paradigm X place, huh?
Huh.
It's interesting. Hitomi keeps bugging me, so I'll make this quick. Meet up with me at the HQ. See ya.
I mean, I heard about really getting lost in a game, but it's a whole nother level. My god. Also, Carol J, are you gonna be okay? Because the Phantom Society doesn't seem like a place you can kind of just retire from. Kind of seems like you're gonna either get beaten out or killed.
Then I should return too. Stand back a little. Whee! That was fun.
Damn.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? You have to hear this. Namissa can enter Paradigm X now!
Well, thank you, Mewis. That sounds convenient.
It was one of that Mewis demon's powers. I was suddenly able to do that after he tried to possess me.
Yeah, having more roommates isn't always a bad thing.
Isn't that awesome?
That is pretty dope.
I don't know. When we got to Paradigm X, he wasn't there anymore.
Maybe he went shopping.
Well, it'd be easier to show you instead of trying to explain. Let's go to Paradigm X together.
Hey, works for me. Sounds like a nice little cyber date.
I'm happy just watching through the monitor, thanks.
Doesn't really seem like you have much control here, tell me.
You were crying the entire time, huh? But too bad. I say we're going, so we're going.
Oh well. Anyway, that'll be enough for this episode. I will see you all next time.